Good morning. This is Wayne Hammond here from the south coast of South Africa. Just sharing some wisdom. I just wanted to share about something called being a junkie. I personally have got my own experience with being an addict. I've been addicted to many different things in my life and I've overcome every single one of them. And I've realized now, looking back at how people view finances and how people view life, it's exactly the same way that a junkie views his next fix. A junkie's only focus is getting his next fix, whether it be alcohol, whether it be heroin, whether it be weed, whatever it is. The junkie's only focused on that. The same thing with people that are stuck in poverty and a poverty mindset. The only thing they're focused on is getting their next meal, getting their next paycheck, getting the next big thing. They're not worrying about where their meal's coming from the next day. They're not worrying about where their paycheck's coming from the next time. They're not worrying about the debt that they're accumulating now. They'll pay the debt, keep people happy, but what about the next month? If you ask them, their answer is, we'll worry about that when that comes. The same thing with a junkie. You ask them, what are you looking for? I need 30 Rand, whatever the case is, for my next heroin fix. Okay, well, what are you going to do for the fix after that? I don't care. I'm not worrying about that. I'm worrying about my problem that I have right now. The craving that I have to have that high from heroin, from alcohol, from whatever it is. The same thing with us in our poverty mindset is we don't give a shit about where the next paycheck is coming from after that, where the next meal is coming from after that. All we give a shit about is where our next meal is coming from, where our next paycheck is coming from. And in order for us to break that cycle of poverty, we need to start thinking about what's next, where our next paycheck is coming from. Maybe 5 years, 10 years, 15-year plans. So many people, you ask them, what is your plan for this year? What is your plan for this 5 years, this 10 years, whatever it is? And I get the same answer from 90% of the people that I ask. All they say is, man, I'm just trying to get through to the next month. I'm just trying to survive until the end of the month. And I ask them so often, like, but don't you want to be rich? Don't you want to get out of the cycle? Don't you want to have a good life, enjoy life? And the thing that they always tell me is, well, I'd be happy if I just wanted to, like, if I had the ability just to pay my debt. Or I just want to know that there's food in my fridge. Or I just want to know that I have enough to pay school fees and then my debts are paid. Fuck that. It's not about that, guys. It's about having enough to help other people. It's a selfish mentality. If you just want to get by, if you want to have enough money just to survive and pay your debt, you're living selfishly because you're only thinking about yourself. Imagine how much more of an impact you can have on somebody else's life if you were rich, if you had more money than you knew what to do with. That is what your focus should be. Your focus shouldn't be on, I just want to survive. I just want to make it to the next month. I just want to make it to payday. That's bullshit. That's selfish. All you're thinking about is you. Even if you're thinking about, well, I just want comfortability for my family and for me. I'm not being selfish. I'm thinking about my family. Fuck that. You're thinking about only your family. Nobody else's family. There's people out there that are starving, that haven't eaten for a week because no one can help them. They can't help themselves. They're stuck in a cycle as well. Why don't you make it your vision, your goal, to get so wealthy that you can help more people than just people that are in your sphere? More people than just in your family. That's what your goal should be. That's where your focus should be. And that's where your life is going to start having purpose.